Listen, I just want to thank everybody for all the birthday wishes, right? One of the things that kind of got me yesterday, man, which is probably the best part of the birthday, was my 4-year-old son. So my 4-year-old son comes to me and he says, you know, Dad, it's your birthday. I said, yeah. And he says, man, he said, Daddy, you know what? I want to be just like you. He said, Daddy, I just want to be just like you. And man, when I tell you that right there hit me hard, it was so pleasing to me to see that he sees me. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this for anybody else. You know, I serve each and every day just hoping, number one, that God God sees me, man. That what I'm doing, you know, is valuable to his kingdom. That's number one. And number two, everything that I do, I'm just making sure that it's valuable to my family. Everything may not go according to the way that it should. You know, life can stumble upon you and it can be hard at times. But as I'm reading my scripture this morning and I'm reading about Joshua how he took over after Moses, right? And God said to him, he said, be very courageous. Be very courageous. And he says in there also that for I will be with you. When he says those things, like those things are piercing my soul, because it's real when you really out here and you really in it and you feel like, man, when you lost the one thing that you had to look up to. Joshua lost his Moses. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, you know, like myself, I had my father. He was the man I looked up to. You know what I'm saying? Now he's sharing glory with God. But, you know, while we here on earth and we putting in this work and we doing the things that we live in the abundant life that God has promised us, man, let me tell you something. Sometimes, man, you got to release, you got to let go. But here's the good thing about it. God sees you and he confirms it through our children. He confirms it through your family. My son told me, Daddy, I want to be just like you. Not knowing that routine that I normally do had me so busy that I said, Dad, I just took a minute to breathe. And I said, Dad, you know what? It's my birthday today. Let me chill. You know what I'm saying? And it was so amazing to see that. And God spoke to me. God spoke to me and said, listen, you got to stop looking for people to lead you, for people to, you know, be the one that you look up to. You got to look for the glory that I've bestowed upon you. All right. This is what God is speaking to me about, because what he says is this. He says, if you look through the lens of other individuals, you're going to be looking at the lens of hurt individuals. You're going to be looking through the lens of people that have ego. You're going to be looking through the lens of people that consistently demonstrating brokenness. But see, on the outside, we don't see that. All we see is people that look good. So God has told me that. He said, listen, you got to stop looking for people to validate you and what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I see you, though. People will only see your talents. And they'll place you in the category of either good talent or bad talent. But what they don't see is they don't see the creation of the gift that I bestowed on this earth for you to be a reward to it. I need y'all to recognize, man, don't look for nobody else to give you compliments. Don't look for anybody else to be able to pat you on your back and tell you what you're doing is absolutely right. Now, God is right here. He's looking at everything that you're doing. Trust me. And he gives you that confirmation because your children are looking at you and your children will confirm it for you, just like my son did.